everybody, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you for joining me for a flashcard mashup. I love to do flashcard mashups. These are just always kind of fun. This is where I take a flashcard and a flashcard 2.0 and mash them together. Today's card turned out very beautiful, very soft. I decided to use it as a sympathy card, but of course any sentiment would do. Mother's Day coming up, this would be wonderful with a Mother's Day sentiment as well. You can see it's got a little bit of a unique fold here on the side. Let's get going with our flashcard mashup. Let me share with you the cardstock you're going to need to create today's flashcard mashup. Let's talk about the card base. Now my base is in Soft Sky and I have that cut at 8.5 by 5.5. I have it scored at 4 1/4, and then I also have done a score at 1 inch. That's going to give me this great little flap. Now my other two pieces, I'm going to be using a flashcard 2.0. This is cut 2 1/8 by 5.5, that's in Saffron. And then I'm going to be using Very Vanilla, that is 4 inches by 2.5 inches. I need to do a quick cut with my Saffron here. I basically cut it down 1 inch. So I've got 1 inch and 1 1/8 inch, and we're going to be using both these pieces, but let's go ahead and get to stamping. I'm going to be using 2 stamp sets today, and actually both of these sets are double sets, which is really nice. I'm going to be using Better Together. That's what's going to give me that great With Sympathy sentiment for my card today. And then my flowers and my texture is coming from the Touches of Texture stamp set. Really beautiful set, very easy to work with. I'm going to begin with my Soft Sky ink pad, and in Touches of Texture, we got several of the stamps we're going to use there. We've got this really great border. I'm just going to stamp this right here in the center of the flap. And then I'm just going to hit the edges. I want to make sure I get all of that stamp. So there we go. We've got that. Now we're going to add a little texture right here. So let's come in with this wonderful, humongous speckle. And we're just going to add a few speckles here. Nothing crazy. You don't even have to ink up in between. We just want to give it some nice speckle right there. Let's come in with those 2 saffron pieces. I have the 1 inch piece, and that's going to go right here on the inside of the card. And you can see that flap's going to line up perfectly with it. Now with this other one, I want some of that to kind of peek out. So it's not going to quite go all the way in. So we're going to come just a hair, maybe about 1/8 of an inch or so off of our score line. Now we can add some snail down the edge there, and now we have that really great little unique fold. I'm going to use crumb cake to stamp the focal images. So let's stamp these flowers. I'm going to go at a little bit of an angle there. And then I'm also going to come in with the With Sympathy. This is a sentiment that's in Better Together. Hey guys, any sentiment's going to work. Let's stamp that up here at the top. We're going to do some quick coloring, and it really is quick coloring. I have got Pear Pizzazz, So Saffron, and Soft Sky. Let's color in our flowers. There we go. Now we're going to come in with that Pear Pizzazz, and let's just touch up these leaves. I thought this just seemed a little bland, so I'm going to bring the speckle back in. I have cleaned it on my stamp scrub. I'm going to ink it up in the crumb cake, but guys, we're going to stamp off twice. 1, 2. I want a real soft speckle, and I'm just going to hit it once. See, we want that really, really light. Let's bring in our card base, and you're going to kind of want to get an idea of where it's going to go so you can see where your snail adhesive is going to go. So it looks like about 2/3 of the way. So let's get our snail all along this edge. There we go. Isn't that really nice? It's just a really nice, different card. Now let's add this little bit of ribbon. I'm actually going to leave it on the spool. I think sometimes it's just a little bit easier. We're going to bring it here on the inside, and let's just tie this in a square knot over here at the top. Right over left and under, pull towards you, left over right and under. And when you go to pull now, you're only going to pull what's in your left hand. And when you do that, do you see how your nice square knot comes out perfect every time. I love that. Let's give that a little trim. I always like to come in with a mini glue dot when it comes to my ribbon. I like them to stay in place, and sometimes it's hard to do that. So a little mini glue dot's gonna hold that securely, and guys, there we go. We've got a really beautiful card. I do love how this card turned out. I love the softness. I really love that kind of unique fold. It just makes it a little bit different. Guys, this card was super easy to do, as you could see on the video. There's not much to it. But this is a great layout you're going to be able to use again and again. So I hope you're going to give this one a try. Now listen, if you'd like to see photos or if you missed those measurements, head over to simplysimplestamping.com. Look for the May 5th, 2017 blog post. You're going to see photos of everything. I'll have all the measurements. And hey, if you need any of the supplies, maybe that Touches of Texture stamp set, which is amazing, you really do need to check that one out. You can order that at simplysimplestamping.com by just clicking a pick. It'll take you right to the online store, and you can order what you need to create the cards. Now, I also wanted to mention, if you love the idea of doing flashcards, but you don't really like to do cutting, maybe you just want to get to the fun part, check out Flashcards to Go. You'll see this at simplysimplestamping.com as well. You'll see it up there in the pink menu bar. Flashcards to Go is where I have everything cut, scored, your flashcard pieces and your flashcard 2.0 pieces, everything there, so you can get to creating. It really is wonderful to just kind of have everything cut and ready for you so you can get to the fun part, the stamping part. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the card and enjoyed the mashup. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.